give me a few minutes of your time. I'm currently in an indecisive state. I know this is the best women's program, and you have a lot of office women who listen to. I need advice on what to do. My boss and I have been having an affair for some time, and he helped me secure a job after my service. He wants to divorce his wife to marry me. The only problem is that he wants me to get pregnant before he starts the divorce process to show I'm serious. Should I do it? He has rented an apartment for me and gives me everything I want and need. I am worried that if I don't do it, he might think I don't love him and leave him, and he would leave me. The country is hard. I don't think I'll be able to secure another job as good as this. Sisters, what tactical advice can you give me to resolve this issue of mine? The word there is tactical. And the phrase is tactical advice.
So basically, she got the job with her waist, and she has to maintain it with her waist and the baby.
And her womb.
And her womb.
And her womb.
It's like, no. The thing is that you have no business sleeping with a married man.
That wants to leave his wife now.
Let him leave his wife, show you the divorce papers, and then you can shag him all you want.
And marry you. And then you cannot get pregnant.
Thank you. Please, there's no tactical advice I can give to you besides the fact that you should not be sleeping with him or even thinking about having a baby with him, because you know what goes around comes around.
Thank you.
The reason why I'm very passionate about marital institutions is that God was passionate about marital institutions.
Even the devil is passionate about it.
That is why he's fighting it. And that's why there's so many, like, divorce rates are all over the place. Do you want to add in the statistic? Like, give yourself some kind of value. Allow the guy to detach from his wife lawfully. I don't even know whether this guy even has kids with this other wife.
Or maybe he's lying.
Or maybe he's lying.
He is lying.
That's why, and you see, it's like you've been a fool the first time, and you even want to be a bigger fool. Ghana is hard. And so, Ghana is hard. He's rented a place. You see, that's the thing. Ghana is hard. What's wrong with living right by God and living right by man? So basically, you got the job with your waist. So, no, not with the waist, with your... Yes. So
no, he didn't get the job. She maintained the job with it.
No, she got the job with the waist.
Yeah, the waist and power. She said it. She said it. Okay. She admitted it. So it's like, yeah.
Waist and power.
Yes, waist and power. But the thing is, like, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this.
As long as the stories come up.
Thank you. Ghana is hard. Why is it that women find it, not all women, and I stand to be corrected, convenience to think that the easiest way to maintain or to
beat the economy,
is to use your vagina.
But men are also using their penises now.
Men are also using their penises. But you see,
50-50. Because the way it's even swinging more on the other side.
No problem. But the thing is that we are allowing it. He would not have been unfaithful to his wife had you not allowed it.
No. I beg to differ.
No.
Olivia, this one we will all beg to differ.
Wait.
Okay, let her finish.
Listen. The trend keeps happening because if he goes to Sister A and Sister A says no, he won't do it. Goes to Sister B. I'm not saying that the man is holy. No, that's not what I'm saying. The thing is that over the years, we as women have whatever it is. But the thing is that over the period of time, we have allowed, because if women, we stood our grounds and we said that we're not going to give in to these men because they are giving us money, they are giving us this, they are giving us that, they are coming with all sorts of phony stories. If we, from the get-go, do not allow it, then the men will be like, oh, I can't go out because women these days, they don't allow me to come and do whatever I want.
Then they will go to men.
Thank you.
Then let them go to men. So but at the end of the day, society needs some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Some kind of standard, some kind of...
but why is it that the man who has committed to be married to someone doesn't respect the sanctity of that institution?
Because I was going to ask you, Olivia, before you continue. So who is the man actually indebted to?
Exactly.
He's indebted to his wife.
So who did he have the vows with?
Why is the woman now, the other woman now being blamed?
I don't disagree. He was supposed to have kept his pants on. He was supposed to not have his he was not supposed to have done the things that he did. But there's Bible,
no but.
Listen, the Bible talks about Jenny Nipako Ebenam Nesua. How do you even say that in English?
Woe betides. Whatever.
Who would allow whoever to fall? Temptation will come or something. But whoever it is who condone.
Who
facilitates
the process. Like that is the role of Judas, right?
Thank you.
That even though they're bad, like whatever, but he and so.
Anna. To seal the deal.
Okay. So what about in the situation which we have seen so many times, not just in this country, everywhere, the man actually lies that he's married?
See, not to cut you short, let me come in. There was, I've said this story a couple of times where there was a lady who was actively dealing with this man, and the man had given her all indications that he was going to get a divorce, blah, 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 blah. And a friend of hers was celebrating her birthday. She shows up at the birthday. Everybody is sitting down. And then at the corner of the restaurant, the man happened to be there with his wife and children. And the wife was heavily pregnant.
Wow.
And she was in shock because the vibe she's getting from the man depicts that she and the wife is what's going on? They don't even see eye to eye. They don't. And the sad part is that whilst they were sitting there and the woman was with the family, right? The man saw her. The man didn't even blink. He didn't even blink to sort of acknowledge that, oh, I even know a friend like this. The man knew where his priorities lied when it came to like one-on-one. But the girl in her mind was thinking that because she's trendy, she's beautiful, she probably gives the best, she does all the comiums. She felt like that she fell to the lies that the man was telling her about him not having a happy marriage. And listen, all men, I'm telling you, some of them, not all, they go around telling people, my wife is this, and I'm not happy, and I'm not happy in the marriage, and I'm not this thing.
Go
I was even shocked. I'm even surprised why I married her, and she said this, she said that. And yet they'll come home, and yet they'll come home and lie in the bosom of their wives and want to be treated like babies. And these women are busy rocking their hair so they feel like babies. And yet they'll go out macho and say that, Charlie, this woman is the best, is the worst mistake I've ever made.
The witch,
my take is that, look, we women, it's a cycle. Married men are chasing girls, and we wanted to stop, we should stop dating married people. Now, when you go to an environment, and you allow yourself, the man has told you he's married, you know he's married. Why would you allow yourself in that kind of a quagmire? Look, listen, unless, of course, like Situ has been saying, it's a traditional setting. The man has traditionally married people. The man wants to argue traditionally to his wives. Polygamy. And that one, usually, he communicates to you, the wife is aware, so you meet the family, you meet all of these things. Then that one, you can go ahead and say that, yes, I'm going to be a second wife. That's not a big deal. But where the man is married according to the ordinance, the wife is a missus, and you are there doing a planquet, doing side chopping.
Tactical advice.
You want tactical advice.
442.
For what? Because my problem is that, listen, the more you keep sleeping with these married men, the more they keep doing things against their wives. The more they keep doing things eventually against you. And the more you are destroying families. Because we women that we are sitting there, our antennas is so sharp. So whilst you think that, oh, you people, you and the man are playing, the wife is probably aware. He's just watching you or trying to set a trap for you. And this thing that the man is saying, oh, just get pregnant and now this thing with you. Listen. And another thing, some of these men who are sugar daddies say, if they have a lot of sugar, the house they are renting for you, After 12 months, the rent will expire.
Buy the house.
No. Yes, so unless it was they bought a house for you, after 12 months, the rent will expire. And I won't be surprised if it is a small portable 2-bedroom that they've done for you.
And she's in heaven.
It's not even like a huge, it's just some portable 2-bedroom that at least you can go in and host a friend in the second room. That's all. That's what she's done for you. You feel like he's rented for you, Wahama.
Oh, dear
Listen,
Lord.
he's using a little bit of his money to sort you out.
Breadcrumbs.
Madam, trust me.
I call it breadcrumbs.
You give birth to this son, eh? Oh, so if you give birth to this child.
They won't take care of the child.
One, if he takes care of the child, you are lucky.
What if he dies?
He can even take care of the child in such a way that he will keep you on the side forever. He will never marry you. That is if marriage is important to you. Number 3, whilst his children are going to Olivia's school.
Cambridge.
Your children are going to number 1 and number 2 school. Listen, there are so many things that can happen. Look, I think that women need to learn how to be smart. If you are in there because you think he has a lot of sugar, please, you can keep the sugar going if that is what you want to do. I will not advise for that. But don't be trapped into getting pregnant for him and thinking that the pregnancy would help him divorce his wife. A man who is serious about divorcing his wife, he will do it.
Thank you.
He won't tell you that, oh, I want to.
Long time.
Get pregnant twice. Is his wife barren?
And for me, I keep saying that, look, I don't want to be the reason why somebody else a man divorces his wife.
Yeah.
It's a different thing when the man is already divorced. The man is already in the process of divorce. He is separated with the wife and all those things, and you are coming in. That's a different scenario. But I don't want to feel like I am the reason why. Because a man who can divorce his wife because of you, it's just a matter of time. He will divorce you for somebody else.
Yeah. And to add to what Rosie is saying, right? To add to what Rosie...
Yes.
Quickly.
Sister hasn't actually spoken. Yes. Yes.
Okay. This is a very dicey one. And it's one that I don't know, for some interesting reason, I've been passionate about for the longest time. So, first things first. How you manage to get this particular job, while you are in the job, you know, one of the easiest things to do is to get a job while you're in another job. It's easier to get a job while you're in another job compared to being at home. So if you're a smart girl, I would have said...
The tactical.
Still, exactly. That's what she asked for. So that's what we are going to give. And then we will do our other ones while we are doing that. While you're in this job, I would have suggested that start looking for another job. While you are still in a relationship with this guy, screwing somebody's husband, start looking for another job. So that gives you now room to actually look at other men and other options while you are still with this one, tapping into his money, him paying your rent and all that. Secondly, is his wife barren? Why does he need a child from you before he decides whether he's divorcing his wife or before he facilitates that divorce? If he's really serious about you, look, 90% of married men will never leave their wives for you. And it is rare to be in that 10% of women who get men who divorce their wives for you. Unless the wife has done something else in the process that you guys are together, and he will latch on that and leave that woman for you. But the woman has not done anything. And most women too, once they enter marriage, their preconceived notion is, I'm remaining in this thing to death. They are not there to go and do anything for them to get divorced. Especially when they realize their husbands are behaving funny. They suspect, like Rosie rightly said, women have very sharp antennas. She's already suspecting her husband is cheating. If she's a wise woman, she will stay there and do everything good by the book. She's not going to do anything wrong for her husband to leave her. She's not going to cheat or do anything or leave the house and come late or do anything that her husband will have any reason to latch onto to leave her. So it's going to be difficult for that man. It's going to be close to impossible for that man to divorce that woman. Now, what is your business having children when you can still get whatever you are getting from this person without children? You are going to stress your life for nothing. You are going to carry that pregnancy alone because he's not going to leave his wife's house and come and sleep with you every day and take care of you. And that's one of my fears in this life. To be pregnant alone, when you are going through labor, you are struggling at night alone. When you are rolling from one side of the bed to the other side of the bed, you are doing all this alone. There's no one you can hold. God, babes, I'm struggling. Help me out. Sit by me. I can't sleep. It's a lot of stress. Women don't realize how excruciating that whole process of pregnancy is. So look, a friend of mine did that, and I was like, hey, it can't be me. You know, no matter how much I love this person. Now, thirdly, what's your aim really? Do you want to be married to somebody who left someone for you, or you want to be married to your own person? Because honestly, is it rent? You can get it from a sugar daddy who doesn't want children, who doesn't want you to even be pregnant. He will do everything for you. People have bought houses for people in Trasaco and they didn't have to have children for them. Let's be honest. So if you have found one man who wants children before he leaves his wife, then honestly, and why do I need to prove myself to you if I'm with you with your married baggage?
Exactly.
I don't have any other proving to do. By accepting you as you are with your baggage as a married man, that's proof enough that I love you. Anything else, please start planning your exit strategy. Look for another job while you are still with him, screwing him, getting some money on the side. Start saving, start thinking of plan B in terms of how you can get a house or something to rent your next house. Thirdly, please do not have child. If anything at all, go and fix an IUD.
For you to think that it's okay to have sex to keep your job, it means that, was this working? You need to open this and close this. If you know that you don't have the right qualifications or the right whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you need to do to be able to educate yourself, to be able to do something with your hands, do whatever it is that you need to do.
But I beg to differ on that, because we cannot shit on anybody's strategy in life.
Let me land. My thing is, it's not, I don't see, I'm struggling to figure out when there are men selling coconuts on the street, there are women carrying pure water, there are other things that we need to do besides thinking the easy way out is to keep a job with our legs.
So I'm just saying that all hands are not equal. All situations are not the same. What you think is easy may not be easy to somebody else. That's how come when you have a job description, sometimes the person wants to do the job, but the person doesn't have the ability to, the capability to. For me, what I'm careful to do is not to judge, because all of us have pasts.
Yeah.
We have friends, we have people who have pasts.
Yeah.
But the good thing is to bring them up from their past and to something better. So we encourage you, but I'm not here to judge anybody who goes through that process. Sometimes it's because of what they know, what they are entitled to, what their parents have even taught them. Look,
and their upbringing,
we are Africans. We are Africans. Right from the word go. Let's go back into time. When a woman is growing by puberty, what are they teaching you? How to look good, how to keep yourself kept. They nurture you to be able to attract a man, for the man to be able to take care of you. That is how puberty is in Ghana. When it comes to a man, puberty is different. Go and hunt, go and look for this insecurity, look after your home. So there are women who have been taught that everything good has to be given to them by a man. So if that is the person's strategy to go through, that's fine. But we, luckily for us, we have been exposed to certain things. We have traveled, we are well exposed. So we know that, look, there's something better than just looking up to a man to take care of you. That is a privilege point. But we can't assume that everybody is at that privilege point. It's exposed to that. My only take is that, look, whatever the game plan is, there are men who are rich, who can take care of you and do everything, but they are not married.
Exactly. And
but they're not married. My problem here is that, listen, when somebody is married, naturally, it means that you are becoming second fiddle. There are people who went into relationships with men for the sake of money. But in the process, they have fallen in love, and the men have actually married them. There are cases like that. There are success stories like that. But you see, once you're involved with somebody who is married, it means the person is already taken. For me, that is where I have a problem with. But her strategy is her strategy. Her guilt is her guilt. Her conscience is her conscience. What she has to do with it. But you see, I want us as women to avoid bashing women, because until you are in the person's shoes, sometimes you think you have suffered. And the beauty about this show is that we all bring our experiences to bear. And out of that, we give advice. So if you have given advice in a particular direction, I can agree or disagree. It doesn't make yours right. It doesn't make mine right. But by all means, allow us to express our thoughts. You understand? That's what I'm saying, that, look, lady, my problem is that, look, as far as I'm concerned, I'll go with Sicho's route. Find ways and means of backing out of the relationship. Now, my problem is not even the fact that you are sleeping with your boss. It will get murky. Look, sleeping with your boss is not a joke. It will get murky at some point. You experience that. That one is not for me to advise you. When the time gets there, you experience it. But the fact that he's a married man, my tactical advice is that you do and leave that situation. Get something better for yourself. Try and establish yourself. Open yourself up to meeting new people. And then hopefully you meet somebody for you. But the act of stepping on somebody's finances to progress Me, I have never done that. But you see, I will not falter somebody else for doing that. And for me, I want to, look, when you want to correct somebody, you want to bring some, understand
where they are coming
from. Where they are coming from, because their story can never be the same as yours. Identical twins are not even the same. So their story can never be as yours. So if yours has gone right, don't sit down and feel like this is right and this is wrong. Relationships is never black or white.
Thank you.
There are always areas that cut across, and compromises have to be made.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. Now
I have a lot more to say, but since you
can actually put that on Twitter. But thank you so much, ladies. This has been a very heated argument again, but I'm sure we all sort of like agree with some points that we made. So thank you very much, sisters, and I hope everyone that sent their letters actually got something from this. But it's time for my sisters to leave here, and when we come back, I will be sharing my final thoughts. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Sister right here on Channel 1 TV, and if you're listening, it's 97.3 City FM. So the studio has been heated again. It feels like 2 consecutive weeks of a heated studio, and that is because of the letters that you actually sent. But I'm sure you actually got some advice from what the sisters have said, and you are going to put that into practice. And a very big thank you to each and everyone that sent in their letters. You can send yours via sisterislive@gmail.com. And now it's time for me to share my final thoughts. So on the first letter of woman feeling disrespected by her mother-in-law and son, I think you have every right to feel disrespected, and it's not right what your husband is doing. And I don't understand the notion of sleeping in the same bed with your son. That doesn't sound right. And I actually have a problem with men that think like that. And to all women that are not married yet, it's very important for you to look out and listen. I'm not just saying hear the person when the person talks. So listen, because the signs are always there. Because you don't want to end up in this sort of relationship. I've never seen, like, why would I, as a mother, be sleeping on the same bed with my son when he has a wife, and the wife will be sleeping on the floor and I'll be comfortable with him? I think there's a big problem there. And lady, I think just leave them. Leave them in the sense that I'll go with Sicho. Please leave the house. Go and visit your parents, go and visit your friends or something. Leave them, let them deal with themselves. Because at this point, really, when I heard that she's sleeping on the same bed with her son, I'm beginning to ask, is she sleeping with her son? Because that happens sometimes, and that's very weird. But then again, for your own sanity, just leave the house. For your own sanity, just leave the house. I think it's time for you to take a break. And breaks are very important. And now for the second letter, about, you know, what actually brought up the whole issue we had in the studio before, you know, I came back. All I could say to you, young lady, is this man is never going to leave his wife for you. It rarely happens. I still know someone that told someone that is going to leave the wife. He's still with the wife now, after how many years? He's still with the wife. So it's all a tactic to get you to, you know, destabilize your life. It's all a tactic to own you, but, you know, not leave his family. So I don't believe in the whole idea of getting pregnant just to prove that I love you. Get pregnant first so we can get married. Get pregnant. Like, why? Like you said, Ghana is hard. What if you get pregnant and things don't go the way it seems? What if you get pregnant and he now finds someone else? What if he gets pregnant and that's when him and his wife realize, oh, that we've always been in love, and then you are the mistake? Because it usually happens. Maybe they go to one church service like this and they realize that you are now the Jezebel and Delilah that came to break their life, and you understand. And that's when he'll now come and tell you, sorry, all this was now a mistake. You know what? I'll still just pay the remaining house rents, but you have to move on with your life with the baby. Because maybe they even tell you the baby is a sin or came out of sin. So how would you handle it? So I don't think you should get pregnant. Do everything you have to do not to get pregnant. That's the only thing I can tell you. If you have to close your leg, close your leg. If you have to, use an IUD or go to one of these hospitals to get family planning, I think it's important that you do. But avoid getting pregnant and try to go out there and look for other people, meet other people. There are so many people in this world. We're almost 8 billion people in the world. And I'm sure there are like men out there that also have what you like money, that are not married. So it's all about, you know, being out there and getting the right people and connecting with the right kind of people, or the people that you want to attract. It doesn't have to be a married man. It doesn't have to be a married person. Anyway, a very big thank you to each and every one of you for sending your letters. And a very big thank you to our sponsors, Gino and Cindy Rice. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Sister Sister, and my name is Chris Carter. See you next week.